Hey guys, we've all been there. In 7 Days to Die, and you're just in your base and you're forging and you've got stuff cooking on your campfire, and all of a sudden those annoying, pesty screamers show up. And if you're ever wondering what causes that, or how much heat causes that, or how much heat is generated by each thing, I'm here to let you know. We're gonna figure it out together. So when you guys are in your base and you're doing everyday things, you just turn on your chemistry station. And you can see down here in the events, that generates 5% heat over 715 seconds, and it slowly decays over time as that goes. This up here shows you the heat, what chunk you're in, 20.56, and how much percentage heat you're generating. So all of these workstations should generate about 5% worth of heat. Okay, so the, what is it? So the Forge generates 6%. The campfire generates another 5%. And the thing is you don't have to get the 20% right here to actually generate a screamer. Now we've got 4 things going here. And I'm pretty sure candles also generate heat as well, unless they remove that. It does not look like that they do. But I've got 4 things generating heat. Another thing that generates heat. Okay, so the torch does generate heat. Both of them do. 0.2 and 0.4. But opening and closing a wooden door does not. But opening and closing a metal door does. Doesn't generate a ton of heat, but it's enough. The other things that generate heat as well is breaking blocks of ore. Right there, breaking the block generates almost 3. Each hit generates about, I don't know, 0.1. Breaking that stone block right there generated 0.49. Actually, I think that was coal. This is nitrate. All right. And then the iron one actually generates way more heat than most. So we're at 22% now. And 23%. And then also your, I think they've changed it, but the dew collector used to generate heat. It does not anymore. Also, the chainsaw and the auger, when you start it up, generate heat. But not if you run it constantly. It's only on this action here. So now we've hit a 230-second cooldown. And usually when you hit a 230-second cooldown, which is the shorter of the cooldowns, that usually means that you haven't generated a screamer. It just means that there was a chance for one and you didn't generate one. And during this cooldown, you can do whatever you want with whatever weapon you want or tool you want, and you will not generate any more heat or a screamer. And if you'd like to check, if you're in your own game, if you'd like to check if you have generated a screamer, just press F1, and you come over here, you just scroll a little bit, and it will say something along the lines of spawned scout. It'll say something about scout spawner, and it looks like we have not done any of that. So in 170 seconds, we'll have another chance to generate another screamer. So if while you're working in your base, and you're running, and let's say you've got a base that's fairly advanced endgame. And now we've got a base that we've got a bunch of forgers and chemistry stations running at the same time. See, I'm constantly running my auger right now, but as you can see right now, the heat isn't going up currently. It went up because of the torch event, but it wasn't going up because of this. But if I do this and pulse, it goes up. And there we go. We just got another cooldown, and it looks like we didn't generate another screamer. We didn't generate a screamer at all. All right, yeah, so you guys get the picture, and every time you hit about 25%, you have the chance to generate a screamer. It is not guaranteed every time. When you want to check, you can always click F1. It'll show something like spawn scout screamer or spawn scout, and that usually indicates that you spawned a screamer, and then the cooldown time that you'll see if you press F8 twice. That's how you get into that little area. That's if you've got the debug menu and creative mode on. That shows you your heat, what chunk you're in, how much you've generated, what percentage you're at, what is generating heat, how much heat each thing generates. So if you guys want to do a little deeper dive into that, that's how you do it. There are a lot of other things, like opening certain end loot chests generate heat a little bit. So opening certain loot containers generates some heat. Each ore generates a specific amount of heat. Iron and lead generate more than like coal and nitrate and oil shale and stone and stuff like that. I think clay generates the least amount of heat. Also, if you guys don't know this, you can crouch when you are mining either with a pick or with an auger, and that will generate half of the amount of heat. I think it's half the amount of heat. It's either half or a quarter of the amount of heat that you'd normally generate. Look at you guys like this? Like my auger here? Yeah. Yep, right there. Yeah, that's the ticket. All right, I'm just gonna play with it right here. Perverts. I'm kidding. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and thank you for coming to my dive into the mechanics of heat for the game. And if you want to know how to generate screamers or how to maybe keep them away from your base or how to not generate them, the other thing you can do is spread your base out between two chunks. So if you'll see right here, this is chunk 2056, and then I move a couple of blocks this way. Chunk 21 is where we're at right now. 2056. Oh, you know what? There you go, guys, right there. You see the cooldown right here? 1,300 seconds. That's the longer cooldown. Now, we have a couple of friends here. Now, these screams don't generate heat because I'm in a cooldown. But I don't know if the screams generate any more heat. Oh, look at that. They brought their friends. Come on. I think each of these screamers can generate only a specific number of zombies. Specifically, a very low amount, since my game stage is basically nothing. But yeah, so you have the ability to generate... There we go. And yes, some screamers can generate more screamers, which in turn generates more zombies. Like this. There's a screamer right here. Hi, lady. And then it can be the, what we like to call the endless screamer loop. Or if you're a sadistic motherfucker and you play War of the Walkers, which is one of my favorite mods, overhaul mods, you could just create something called the, what is it? I think it's called the Screamer Bell, or yeah. It's a thing you can craft that you turn it on, and it generates heat at an ungodly rate, and basically calls in screamers for you on purpose, like you wanted to do that. So yeah, that's how we do that. So thank you guys for coming to my informational TED Talk about heat and screamers and how much you can generate at one chunk, and maybe how to spread your base out over 2 different chunks and maybe split the heat up so you're not generating as many screamers. So thank you guys for watching. As always, much love, and I'll see you in the next video.